This is how the game is played. The media, overtly political, will ask leading questions or lie or make insinuations. That way they get you banned and restrict your access. It's activism, not journalism. What people don't seem to understand, though, is a lot of this behavior has always existed. It's just that we can see it now. Count Dankula tweeted, "This literally never happened at all. I've never done this. The BBC have obviously reached out to Discord, and even though Discord know I haven't done this, they yeeted me to play it safe. I'll just make a new account, LOL." He posted this image that says, "Hello. Discord is focused on maintaining a safe and secure environment for our community, and your account has been flagged by the Discord community for violations of our terms of service and community guidelines. Our team has reviewed the claim and taken action by disabling your account. Your account was found to have sent threats to others, participated in targeted harassment, or incited violence against individuals or communities." No. No. That's just what I refuse to believe that. Sure, maybe Count Dankula, meme lord, was actually making threats against people. I really doubt it. I've met the guy. I've interviewed the guy. I've talked to the guy online. I really don't believe it. Dankula, while he may be offensive, there are many comedians who are offensive. I would argue Seth MacFarlane is substantially more offensive than Dankula, and I do not see this behavior coming from Dankula. But you know what they did? The BBC wrote a story, and look how they frame it. UKIP candidate Mark Meechan, I don't know how to pronounce your name, Dank, linked to racist forum posts. Oh, linked to. Isn't that clever? Isn't that clever how they do that? So what they'll do to someone like, Sargon or anybody, really. If you hang out with Dankula, they'll say, let's call yourself, we'll say you're John Doe. John Doe associated with far-right extremism, racism, etc. Why? Well, they're not saying Dankula does those things, but he's associated with racism, who's associated with those things. So you, by proxy, are now associated with those things. You see how it works? And then they get Dankula banned. First, let's go through Dankula's thread and look at the story to see how the BBC framed it. He said, "I have a few predictions of what will happen as a result of this. BBC can now make up any old S about what happened in the Discord, and we will have no way of proving contrary, as the entire thing has been deleted, such as messages, and most importantly, the audit log. This means we now cannot show records of people who were banned for breaking the rules or prove the validity of any messages the BBC claims to have found. They kind of have a golden ticket to lie." Fantastic. "We are all communicating, and it turns out hundreds of people got banned and received this exact same email. Some of them were brand new accounts who know for a fact they never engaged in this behavior. So this is a fake, made-up reason. Even Good Boy got banned and received this email when the only thing he ever did was post pictures of him shoving things up his arse." Yes, Dankula. That still may be against the rules somehow, but... So this story is actually from a couple days ago, but Dankula followed up with the story that BBC finally published. It's out and it's disappointing. It is literally, "We went into an offensive comedian's S-posting Discord, and we found him and others S-posting offensive things." I can't swear. You know that, right? I can't. And that's it. That's really all they wrote. Simply, water is wet journalism. There are some videos where I will swear and I will say things, but let me explain something. This month, my revenue is down, I think, like 40%. Because when I do swear, instant demonetization, certain news topics, and the algorithm changes. I have no idea what. There have been several videos where I've sworn because I'm like, whatever, I don't care. But then I really feel it when I look at the video and it's got a big old yellow dollar sign. And I'm like, oh, wow, that means I'm like not making much money today, right? Let's see how the BBC frames this. Much like BuzzFeed did to Sargon, and they've been repeatedly smearing Sargon to an extreme degree. UKIP candidate Mark Meechan linked to racist forum posts. Callum McKay and Mark Daly, lazy fake news journalists. Scottish UKIP candidate Mark Meechan was a prominent user of an online forum that contained racist language and threats against ethnic minorities. Define it. Tell me what you actually saw. The forum was closed down by its host, the US-based gaming community site Discord, following inquiries by the BBC. And I'll say this too, I nuked my Discord. I want to have nothing to do with Discord. Discord is trash, completely. And I give you this warning. A lot of people said, Tim, why would you do this? There's a lot of community problems with Discord. And in response, instead of solving their problems, what does Discord do? They just ban people and lie about you. In fact, because they're not publishing these things about other people, it's not necessarily slander or defamation. This is one of the reasons I started focusing on using Minds, and for the Subverse channel, it's on Minds, because Mine doesn't have this problem. Discord is trash, and I recommend not using Discord. And a lot of people use it. You shouldn't. This is why. They're lying about what Dankula is doing. Okay, I should say this. I believe, in my opinion, it's a lie. The chat group, which was littered with racist and Islamophobic terms, as well as support for neo-badman groups, was promoted from Mr. Meechan's Twitter. Mr. Meechan said the forum operates on the principle of free speech. The 31-year-old YouTube blogger from Codebridge was convicted last year of posting a video of his girlfriend's pug lifting a paw when he said, gas the, or a phrase associated with World War II. I can't even explain this to you. Isn't it crazy? Yep. This is the real world. They can write it on their page and run ads. No problem. I can't talk about it. Sorry. It was described by a sheriff as anti-Semitic and racist, but Mr. Meechan denied he was racist and said his conviction set a very dangerous precedent for free speech. It did. He's right. People are getting arrested for saying naughty words. Meechan is on the list of UKIP candidates for the European Parliament elections on 23rd of May. His Twitter profile, in which he promotes his newly launched political career, pointed to his 200,000 followers towards the Discord forum, which required users to register. It warned potential members that material in it was offensive and asked them to consent to viewing the different discussion threads. Here's the thing. Why is Discord lying, presumably? Because being offensive isn't necessarily against the rules. A direct threat is. Discord doesn't want the narrative to be that you can't have private conversations. Because who would want to use a trash garbage service like Discord if they quite literally will ban private conversations? So what they do is they say it was a threat or incitement. It's not true. I believe it's not true. I should clarify, because I don't trust these people with their lawyers. But I really do not believe Dankula doing that. Is Dankula offensive? Of course he is. We know he is. So is George Carlin. So is Seth MacFarlane. So is Matt Stone and Trey Parker. Did I get their names right? They're extremely offensive. In fact, they're way more offensive than Dankula is. How could you have a show in the air for like 20 years making fun of Jewish people? Family Guy and South Park. And you're going to be like, okay, we're going to do it. Seth MacFarlane is linked. Actually, Seth MacFarlane made the jokes. Seth MacFarlane makes numerous racist comments and statements, and he thinks it's funny. Is that where we're at today? Seth MacFarlane's super rich, and he's got a bunch of successful shows on TV today. I think the shows are great. This is where we are. Discord said that after being approached for comment by the BBC, it had taken down the forum for violating its terms of service. They prohibit hatred, harassment, threatening messages, calls to violence, or any illegal activity. It's a private group. These are private chat rooms. Isn't it mind-blowing? What are they going to do? Are they going to ban DMs next on Twitter? Like, oh, no, you send a direct message to somebody. You can't do that. And they're doing it. It's already been going on for a while that Facebook will actually block certain content in private messages if it violates their community standards. 100%. Try doing this. I kid you not. Go to facebook.com, okay? Message a friend, minds.com, minds.com. This is just a social media site, okay? I use it. And watch what happens. You'll get a warning message blocking you from doing it unless you fill out a form. It's just a website. And they will block you from sending that private message. It's crazy. Welcome to the dystopian nightmare. Mr. Meechan often referred to the forum as my Discord. Yes. It's called it. Yep. He told the BBC he didn't own it and was not the chief moderator. On the forum, Meechan, who posts under his online persona account Dankula, used racist language, including the N-word. He also posted memes about black people, including one implying they were thieves. It shows a picture of film character Indiana Jones about to steal a golden relic in a cave, and captioned, "Black people, anything that doesn't belong to them." Another meme shows Labour MP Diane Abbott and her supposed reaction when white people do not apologize for slavery at the beginning of every sentence. I don't understand how that's racist. But let's make a point about this joke that Dankula made. Is it offensive? Oh, you better damn well believe it's offensive. Is it as offensive as say, Mort Goldman on Family Guy stopping to pick up a quarter? Is it offensive as on Family Guy when I think it's Huey Lewis in the news? I don't know what the band is. But the opening line is, "We don't need money," or "We don't want money," or something. And the rest of the band, who are all Jewish, quit the band immediately. Is that... Are they going to come after him? Are they going to say that, you're making offensive jokes? Why is it only one direction? Why are they only targeting independent creators? Why do they ignore established corporate media? I hate these people. I can't stand them. In response to the BBC, Meechan said that he was a comedian. I posted an offensive meme, something I do all the time. I tell offensive jokes and do offensive comedy. Do you really think anyone is going to be surprised at the fact I post offensive memes? He said the meme about Miss Abbott makes fun of her for statements she has made in the past, not for the color of her skin. Meechan and other moderators in the forum set the rules for the forum and decided to what posts from its almost 9,000 members would be acceptable. Did you know there's an episode of South Park where Cartman dresses like Hitler and chants in German about doing horrible things to Jewish people? It still airs on TV today. I will point out, however, Comedy Central has censored their episode which features Muhammad. Isn't that crazy? They allow the Hitler jokes, but not the Muhammad jokes. But the BBC has seen various discussion threads where users frequently used threatening and racist terms about ethnic minorities, including one which posted offensive terms to suggest they should harm Jewish people, enslave black people, and torture gay people. Now, here's the thing. First of all, this is particularly offensive. Dare I say, I don't want that language on my forums. I wouldn't allow that. Mostly because I'm not a comedian and I try to keep things civil. I recognize this is probably meant to be edgy, extremely offensive as possible. I'm not happy with it. I'm not okay with it. Lying about Dankula and smearing him because a random user that we don't know who this is entered a forum and that's semi-private. Like, you can just come into the forum and post things. There are rules. You can break the rules. This is what they did to Sargon. Some people come in and break the rules and they say, oh, there you go. They had 9,000 members. What do you think's going to happen? These people are insane. They go on to, post a bunch of other nasty stuff. These things are clearly meant to be as offensive as possible. They're trying to offend the BBC. I'm not surprised when you look at some of these things that Discord banned Dank's server. But the way they frame everything, they act like humor doesn't exist. I will admit, Dankula and Sargon's Discords, extremely offensive. Something I personally don't agree with. But I will point to this. I think the solution to something like this should be some jokes cross the line. Definitely think so. But the solution is just moderation, not banning people and lying about what they personally were doing. So if you don't have a moderator, I don't know what to tell you, but welcome to the internet. How they solve this problem, I have no idea, because banning people outright isn't going to solve the problem. I will stress, I am not okay with the comments that they make in this Discord. I don't think anyone's going to see that and be like, that's acceptable discourse. No, that should absolutely be moderated out of the Discord. That user should be removed. But they're doing blanket sweeps. They're banning everybody, people who didn't post anything. They're blaming Dankula personally for it. And this is where we cross the line. Whatever. I'm going to leave it there. I got more videos coming up in a few minutes. Stick around. I will see you shortly.